The people at work don't see this side of me because I stay surface level.
It wasn't a choice because us being together fucking demands that.
No, you demand that.
Oh, you want to be like the Terrys? That's fine.
No, I don't, but like it looks like I don't have a choice because otherwise you're just dating a crazy person. Fucking married to a crazy person. Well, how do you not mean that?
I told you, well, the thing
that I said. The fucking boot fits!
Yeah,
like, I'm thinking it, you're thinking it, you think just taking it back takes it away?
I don't think that nearly as often as you're fucking focused on it.
Like, you're just saying that to hurt me then? Was that just a punishment? Or were you just saying that because you felt it in the moment and it's not relevant in other places?
I was reciprocating what you said. You know what it's like to be the crazy person in a fucking relationship with the sane person? And then I'm like, said the fucking opposite. And then I'm like, you know what? The opposite doesn't apply. That's what fucking happened. No, you constantly think about, am I crazy? I am crazy. Do I look ugly right here from this angle? I don't think about that shit. Constantly you're like, thinking that any conversation we have that's trivial is questioning your fucking self-worth. I keep fucking telling you, it's not about whether or not you're crazy. The subject is not that. It's not the sub-subject. It's not the fucking subtext. It's not what it's about.
That's fucking not real. Like, it's not real. Like, what you're saying is bullshit.
Subjective. What you think about is not what I constantly fucking think about. What makes me fucking tick.
What makes you worth? What makes your self-worth? Do you think that if you fucking just lived in a van and did nothing, you'd fucking matter? Like, the shit that I do, right or wrong, is what makes me me. So that's my self-worth. So what the fuck are you saying?
What are you saying?
What are you saying? That's what I'm asking.
I'm saying when we have conversations all the time, my regular, like, fucking frontal cortex thoughts or whatever the fuck are not, she's just fucking crazy. I don't think that.
That's not what we're talking about right now.
No, I'm remarking on something that's apparently irrelevant at this point. Fucking come at me, dude. Like, what do you want to talk about? What are you fucking so mad about? That you feel fucking insecure. Fucking, I'm clear. Like, this is not what I think. This is how I'm with you all the time.
You were just talking about how I can't even fucking carry on a conversation because I fucking lose my memory. In between the conversation, we get to a small point.
Yeah.
I get detailed. And I'm talking.
And what?
Okay, I don't want to talk to you.
What was the point?
Do you hear yourself? You want to watch yourself back?
Point? We've been doing this for fucking hours. What's your point? What's your point? It should be at least more simple than that. Because I was going to start forgetting my fucking existence by the end of that. Sorry that I made that prediction.
You said that I'm crazy. That's what you said. You said
what? Is that the point?
Yeah.
When did I say it? I reciprocated and said you know what it's like to be with a fucking crazy person, right?
Before that, I was trying to explain it, but you don't want me to explain it because you're gonna lose your mind if I fucking speak.
What I'm saying is I didn't just fucking say some shit out of nowhere.
No, you did not say the words.
And I've taken back all those times. I've apologized for all those times and said I didn't mean it.
It's just you keep saying it. Like, how could you not mean it if you say it
because
so many
you're
times?
saying you say it more than me.
What if I just started saying, I want to cheat on you? No, I'm sorry, I didn't mean it.
You say it more than me.
What if I just say it all the time?
You do. You joke about that.
No, I don't.
Yeah, you do.
Not like the way you were saying it. I'm talking about the way you were saying it.
So when you say, da-da-da-da-da, it doesn't make a difference to me and you're fucking just yelling at me, I'm like, oh, then you're fucking crazy then. Because what I'm saying is, like, there is a fucking obsolete, like, a fucking point. And where I'm like, oh, you're just fucking crazy then. And I've taken that back. So basically, whatever we were just talking about half an hour ago this was all about what time that I said that you're crazy? Is that what this is about?
I just don't know how to put what you said into small words.
I've been described as crazy probably more than you by other people.
Okay. You weren't there for the last fucking 2 years. These last 2 years you were there and nobody was around me. And then before that, when you weren't there was a lot of the word crazy going around.
All right, that's fine. You win. But, like, what's your fucking point? I don't think that shit.
Okay.
I don't. When you're describing your mental process, when you're against me and you say some shit where it's like two things just kind of fucking buzz at each other, it's like a short, I fucking bring that up then when I was angry and I described it wrong. I just did the shorthand, fucking 2 syllables, crazy, and I took it right back.
What's the longhand?
There is one.
I have a fucked up brain. Like, when I say crazy, I mean I have a fucked up brain and I'm trying to have a fucking conversation with you. And when it's heated, you don't give me the kind of, like, fucking, like...
Well, yeah, because then it becomes my privilege to either fucking... Like, at a certain point, I am at a higher ground, and it's up to my level of tolerance, and it's up to my level of fucking... And I'm like, all right. And then at a certain point, I fucking go.
My whole point was that because of what just happened and you saying that I just like, I get lost in the details and then I blame you for us getting in the details because I can't remember even fucking 5 seconds ago.
Does
that make sense?
I didn't say you blame me. I can just say I know generally what you're talking about.
That's the short version.
This is why we never get anywhere. You could just get to your point. It doesn't matter if I argue about the word debate, like whether or not like you even said that. You're just trying to get through this. Please get through it. Please.
I don't remember what I was talking about.
But what's your point? What do you feel? Like your feelings are giving you a message.
I just fucking, like, I was saying this is your fault. Saying this is your fault because if I was surface level, then you wouldn't be fucking mad at me.
This is also my fault because if I was more mature, then I would have been able to fucking handle myself and not say
nobody could handle me. Nobody could. Like, you're doing a really great job. That's why I get so upset. Because, like, I'm a fucking, like, lost cause. Like, I'm a fucking loser, okay? Like, I was already a loser, and then I drank a bunch and did a bunch of drugs, and now my brain is even more broken than it already was, okay? And you're a fucking intellectual person, so you're trying to talk and fucking, like, make logical shits, and I don't do that. I'm trying to play your game, because that was my dad's game, too, so I don't know anything else. I don't even know how people like me talk. I have no idea. I'm trying to play their game, and I'm fucking not one of you guys. I just don't know how to do it. And you're, like, getting mad at me because I'm not playing your game right because I don't even try to play my own game.
And also, alright, I get mad because I don't want, it's not a game to me at a good point. It's, like, not a fucking game. I don't want to do it. I want it to end. I don't want to
either.
When you throw sticks in the fucking fire, I'm like, why are you doing it?
I'm getting in a snowball. Like, I know. Like, I don't know what's happening. Okay. Just, like, you say something, and in my life, in that moment, that's my whole life. That's my whole life in that moment. You say something and I'm like, what do I think about that? I'm really upset. I don't like what's happening and I don't agree with what you just said. So there you go. That's what happens. Like, there's nothing else in that moment.
I know. I just keep hoping that you're trying to seek a positive way out of it. Like, you know, feeling bad. You're like, I'm just knowing that I'm trying to find an agreement with you. Like, the next thing I say after we hit a rock is me trying to fix that rock by going and saying something different that we can maybe agree upon about that fucking rock.
Well, that's great. Like, I wish that you sounded like that when you were doing it. It's not your fault. You're fucking bothered because there's a fight going on. It's just like you sound like you're mad, and since I don't have any memory and I don't even know what the fuck, like...
It's okay.
It's not okay.
We're better than we've ever been. I'm sorry.
I'm sick of my brain, okay? I'm fucking sick of it. And you constantly reminding me because you have to live with it sucks.
I'm not intentionally reminding you. It just
I know, babe.
And some things are in the form of a reminder. I'm not actually bringing it up.
I know. Why do you have to excuse yourself? Like, you're the angel in this situation. I know you don't give a fuck about that. But, like, in all reality, if there was a judge in front of us, they'd be like, Volley, you're fucked up in the head and you need to have more compassion for Jamie. They wouldn't have shit to say to you except for try harder, you're doing great. Like, that's what would happen.
For an autistic person.
Oh, that's hilarious. Like, you think comedy's gonna fucking make this better?
Well, it's fucking pretty real, fairly, almost, you know? I don't fucking know.
I'm just fucking trying to push through life, babe. Like, every day is fucking hard for me. Like, it's not fun for me. Like, I try to live in those good moments because for me, those good moments are the difference between life and death. Like, the good moments keep me going. Like, I have to tell myself constantly. Like, I get a bad feeling and I literally think of killing myself every time. I'm like, I wish I could just die because of how much it hurts. Like, I only don't because when I get to the point of trying to kill myself and I'm alone, I just can't. I can't because I feel so alone when I just know that everybody would forget about me because that's what happens. That's what happens when anybody dies. And wouldn't do anything. I would probably just get reincarnated into a fucking rat or something. It wouldn't make it stop. It would just change and it's never gonna stop.
Like, it's the only fuck. I'm sorry.
I just feel like I've just always just had to like just forget. I don't know how else to live. I don't know if I could remember, you know? I don't know if I can make it through that.
Like remembering the positive, you'd have to remember the positive more. And it's not in there anymore. It's not like in you.
It's just not as strong as the negative.
It's not strong because it's on the surface. The negative is inside.
Yeah, I never feel good. I don't. I really don't. I always feel alone. Even when you're with me, I feel like I'm bad. I'm just ready for you to just give up on me. I don't know. Sorry.
Oh, mommy. Oh, mommy.
I just feel really bad lately. I've been feeling really bad because you're so good to me and I'm just trash.
We have our things, my mommy. I feel bad too all the time.
You do?
Yeah. I feel like my cleaning up and just loving you, like that's not a lot. It seems like it's not a lot in this world, you know?
That's funny. That makes you feel better though.
I struggle with that all the time.
Really?
It's a regular thing. It's on the back end of everything I do or the front end too, just like, hey, you're kinda not every moment I'm thinking I'm not carrying my weight. I'm not you know? And it's almost like, I don't know, what is it like? I'm trying to, I don't know, trying to weigh something down with a bunch of feathers. It seems like no matter how many feathers I put on there, that's not weighing the shit down.
You're saving my life though. I know that sounds corny.
Huh?
But you know, I really couldn't live without you. I couldn't. If you told me you didn't love me and you really didn't, I don't know what I would do.
Oh, my mommy. My mommy.
Like this band and you, they keep me going.
Your mommy.
I'm sorry.
Oh. This was supposed to happen, Mom. Even all the bad, it's fine. Deep down for me, I do have this, this is all for a reason. This is fine, because it's for a good cause. I don't want to go through any arguments with people, that's stupid. For us, it's a different thing. I categorize it differently. It's not just some static. It's not just you know.
I don't know how I'm gonna stop debating you.
That's fine. You don't think about it. It'll just happen. It'll just change. It'll just be. I don't expect it to happen overnight. We don't argue the same that we did last year or the year before that. And really, a lot of the change just happens just because it's muscle memory. It's pretty much all you got right now.
It's not funny.
Oh my god. I'm sorry. You know, I was just exaggerating because I thought it was funny before I said it.
It's not funny because it's 100% true.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. You got memory, babe. You do all those raps. Who could memorize that shit?
It's muscle memory. That's why I have to do it so many times.
Dude, you got big muscles. For real. Shut the fuck up. You got them shits. Don't think I'd be with you without them shits. I need a buff. I need that Abraham Walking Dead. To my Latina. Don't fuck around with Sasha. You better fuck her or you'll get creamed. Don't do it.
No, you're my Sasha.
You're poopy. Who the fuck was that other bitch then?
Shit. Probably Sarah. I think we got this mixed up. No,
I see.
no.
You're
it
right.
just doesn't match our
You're right.
archetype.
Yeah, you're right. They're just. It's not like parallel. It's not completely parallel. No. Alright, kill this cameraman. Like we did it right. Huh? If you want to do the testimonial thing.